I've had my moments.
Yeah, I think you have had your moments. And I look back at, and of course people come to you about all the Indiana Jones movies and Lord of the Rings and Victor Victoria, which is one of the greats. And all these, and Sliders. There's so many people that love Sliders and all these things. But what is the one project that, because a lot of people say, oh, all of them. I love it all. I just love acting. But what's the one or two that make you smile and go, that was really special to me?
Lord of the Rings has to be a bit special, doesn't it?
I think so.
I've never worked with a sort of virgin crew, for instance. I mean, they'd all done a little bit, but they were so fresh and so keen, and they never worked on a really big project before. And Peter Jackson had created an entire film industry to service his vision of Lord of the Rings. A wonderful cast. And of course, PJ himself.
Yeah.
Extraordinarily capable man. I went with duplicity in my heart. To be honest with you, when I heard that they were making Lord of the Rings, I said, oh yeah, good luck. And who's making it? Peter Jackson. Oh, he's made one or two wonderful small little movies. But, let's face it, if you've got a cast of 4 and 6 weeks to do it, anyone can direct a movie. And sadly do. But has he any idea of what he's really letting himself in for? I mean, Lord of the Rings has 21 leading parts. It has literally extras numbering, going into the thousands. By the time you've got the army involved on horseback, and we actually one day worked out, I think, that in New Zealand, anyone who had a driver's license had some part in making Lord of the Rings. That wasn't strictly true, but I think about 24,000 people altogether when you put in the post-production and various parts of the world.
Yeah, is that intimidating to you to walk onto a set and see thousands of extras and the focus is on you, or the focus is on a couple of you, and you have to perform? Did you have nerves? Do you get nervous? Are you hard on yourself? What is that process like?
I've worked with actors at the Royal Shakespeare Company. My old friend Julian Glover, when we were working at Stratford together. Julian would get so nervous, he would have a bucket and throw up in it every night before we went on stage.
Wow.
I don't know how you do it when you're that nervous.
Yeah.
I guess I have been a little nervous, on first nights sometimes. Yes, when I did Victor Victoria, which you were kind enough to mention, I looked around that extraordinary cast and thought, God, if I can hold my own in this, I might just have a chance. Just amazing.
Yeah.
But not really. Oh, talk about nervous. The other night I had the pleasure of being asked to give a little impromptu welcome at a reception for the American Astronomical Association in New Orleans. They had 3,200 astrophysicists from all around the world.
Yeah, they wouldn't ask me to give a speech for that. I don't think. No.
And I was able to say, ladies and gentlemen, let me say that I have played before large audiences before, sometimes an audience of up to 25,000. But I can honestly say that I've never been in a room with potentially 3,200 people, every one of whom I know is smarter than me.
You said that.
Of course I did.
That's a great way to, make everything sort of, break the ice, sort of like.
Exactly.
And then you go into your thing.
Yeah, well, exactly. But,
But you were nervous a little bit.
No.
No, God.